Yes, boys, and we're back. It's the working man's road to glory. I'm sorry that it's been a week and I've had no upload, as I did mention to the guys that are in the Discord. My editor was away for a few days, so I wasn't able to get the upload. I could probably upload it myself and do it, but it wouldn't be at the same standard. And I don't want to give you anything that's half-assed. So unless it is here to do it, we just won't be able to do it. But it's back now, so it should be back to just normally 2 every single week. If you are new to the Sorare account, thank you very much for coming and visiting. That was much appreciated. If you are new and you wanted to get into it and you've got some money and the expenses to do that, even better. That's brilliant. If not, and you just want to watch me spend money and do my journey, not a problem at all. If you do want to sign up though, there is a link here, sorare.com/AshMann80 /r/AshMann88. I've not done that link in a while. All you need to do is click the link, you create an account. Once you do that, you go to the market, you go to cards, click the cards, you can go to any one, go to the cheapest ones, which is limited. You can buy 5 cards, any that you want, and once you've done that, you will get a free one. I will get a free one, and we're working towards them 30 cards. If we do get 30 cards, guys, that's 30 people subscribe and use my link and go ahead and buy the 5 cards. We will then get 30. Once we get 30, you'll get 1 unique card. If we get 1 unique card, they're worth anywhere from £500 to thousands of pounds. If we get 1, we can put money into the game. We can really take this to another level, okay? We want to talk about on today's video about where we're being. Sorry guys, I feel like I've got something in my eye. It's not there, but it just keeps annoying me. Alright, so what we want to be talking about is where the account has been the last week or so, what I've won. Major news, as you've seen from the title, I won a Lewandowski. Yes. Now, it was common. Sorry if you feel like you were clickbaited, I do apologise, but it's not every day you win a Lewandowski, so I had to just put it in the title, you know, and if you was the same, you would have done it. Alright, now I'm really happy with this, because even though it's a common, I know you're thinking, well, yeah, it's not limited, why are you that happy, it's only a common league, what do you get from commons, you only win more commons, but every time I put common leagues in, as you guys will already know, I always have like Alisson, Van Dijk, I have Fabinho, I have Trent, I have a couple of strikers that are not fantastic. I've got Mkhitaryan as like an attacking midfielder. I've got from goalkeeper to defenders to midfield, I've got an abundance that all play in all different leagues, all get averages of 50s to 70s. So I've got, you know, I'm always catered there, no matter what. But strikers, I've always got a couple of people that are sort of like, I mean, well, I can show you right now. If I go to my common, there's my Lewandowski sitting right there, guys. If I go to my common and I literally go to position, which is here, and I go to forwards. Now, it does say I've got 7, but Brenner, brilliant. MLS has just started, so I've got somebody for the summer, but he doesn't score an awful lot. Gustavo plays in Turkish league or something like that. Nothing, but again, I mean, not fantastic. Faiz Salamani, again, I mean, these two are not too bad, but sometimes they play, sometimes they don't. They do get good scores if and then, but Dzeko obviously gets good scores when he scores, but the problem is he might go 3 games and he plays for 20 minutes. Lewandowski, though, we've now officially completed the puzzle. We've got ourselves a Lewandowski. If we just look at his stats here, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Look at that. Where else do you see that? Unless it's a Leva or a Ronaldo and Mbappe or, you know, the top people, you don't get this. So I'm very happy that we've got that there. So which means now when we go to put a comment in, we're going to party, yeah? We're always got star 1 or tier 1. It's now going to be star all the time now. So I'm happy with that. In terms of where we are for the account, just so you can see my rewards, my commons. Obviously, I've got a Jordi Milovic. I did get this one. If you guys can tell me as well, I mean, I think I already know the answer to this, but it's 22 years old. It's an under 23s, but you see how he's got the box here compared to everybody else. Now, I know there's a reason for that, and I'm sure I probably can Google it, but that's the point of having the comments and Discord, is that we can have this conversation. So it involves everybody. If you know the answer to that, just straight away as to why there's a box there and his card looks completely different to all the 40, 50 cards that I've got, that would be appreciated. I assume it's something to do with the fact that it's, and it's also got a a footballer here as well, which is different to everyone else's. So if you know anything on that, just let me know. That would be very nice. Obviously, we've got Mihailovic. Scores very high and great midfielder, great forward. And today I did get another midfielder. Plays for the Challenger, one of the Challenger teams. Leagues. So again, nice to have somebody just a bit different, so they're not all European. So I've got a really nice mixture when it comes to common guys. I've got 40 players now, so as I said, great rotation squad. Where am I currently with roster? I'm just giving you a bit of everything. Roster value, we're currently at 1,154 guys. It's over 3,000, £3,500. I've already done the maths before, haven't we, on a previous video. So I've actually got an extra 2,000 or whatever on top of this when I go to sell the players at the correct times and bring in better players. So we've got a nice roster value, which is really nice to see. I'm just going to sort of minimize this slightly because I want to be able to show you guys results. Hopefully it shows me results from previous weeks. So this week just gone, is it going to do it? Is it going to load it up, or what's happening here? It's still loading. So this week just gone, where we was talking about the teams that I put forward, we'll go through them in just a moment. I was a couple of points away, which I'm absolutely gutted by. Let's go for 267. Let's go for 266. Come on, man. What's happening here? As you're going to say, I'm only a couple of points away, and I was absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Was this the one? Yes, this was the one. All right, so let's just bring this slightly back up. So if we have a look here, better look next time. Brilliant. So I had a choice. I normally always put in, don't I, an MLS, Champion Europe, and an All-Star. An All-Star, just the players I'll have left, I just throw into there if they're playing. The MLS one, not a problem. The one I put in previous, though, for this All-Star, I took out my Champion Europe and put my Champion Europe players that I knew were going to definitely play, and I put them in the All-Star because I had a mixture of the All-Star and the Champion Europe team, and I had a couple of people that were supposedly going to be out or were injured for both teams, and I thought instead of having half-assed teams in, let's just eradicate that, put in an All-Star, let's just put 5 players that I know are definitely going to play and potentially going to get me some rewards. These were the 5 players that I went with. Munin as a striker, well, he plays as a left wing, or a second striker. Kramaric, again, plays on the left, centre attacking midfield, and sometimes he plays up front. So I thought, these guys, you know, they need to come up trumps, they need to get me something, which was fantastic. So if we have a look at Munin, and we have a look on the information here, when it loads up, I remember he actually, if we go to scores, what's the draws? Let's click on him a second. He got us... Come on, man. Alright, here we go. So he got a decisive, so he got a goal. If we go on to Andre Kramaric and have a look at him. Easy way of doing this, isn't it? Andre Kramaric. I think he got an assist and a goal, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look. Yeah, he did. He got an assist and a goal, I remember. And if you look here, this is when I bought him, when he was around here. And then all of a sudden, he's had like 4 decisives in 15 games or something. So, you know, 30-40% ratio. So it's not fantastic. Derek Etienne Jr., if we have a look at him from my Columbus team for MLS. When I bought him again, he was doing absolutely fantastic. No problems at all. Derek Etienne. What is happening? Oh, it's a double R. Sorry, guys. There we go. Alright, so I've brought in Derek Etienne. Didn't put him into my LS squad because, to be fair, he's been playing tragic. Not fantastic or anything, but I managed to actually get something from him. This is when I bought him, when he was here. I bought him on this one. I thought, fantastic. And then, bang, 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 bang. You see where I'm going? It's just the luck. You just couldn't make this up. But he came up trumps. He got an assist. or a goal, so fantastic. It was just these guys. Hoffenheim conceded 3 goals, sorry. And obviously the problem with conceding 3 goals is that you get that negative on the goalkeeper. Obviously defender, Kevin Vogt has actually had some really decent games lately for me. Yeah, on this particular week didn't. I was 5.57 points away from a tier 3. So I was so close. I think it was like 2,360 or whatever it was. And I come out with 2,689. So not a million miles away, guys. Honestly, 5.5 points, which could have been literally one of these 2 right here. Just a little bit improvement, and I would have got a reward, which was so close. MLS was never going to get a reward because Matt Hedges didn't play. I need to have a look into why he didn't play, because the teams that I'll be putting forward, not for this game week, but for the next game week, I'll be wanting to know and put him in potentially. So I'll need to double check if I need to buy another defender, and if so, we'll have to have a look at that. So we'll have to see why he didn't play, but once I knew he wasn't playing, I knew then. We all know. You can afford to have a DMP if you have 4 players that hit 80, 100 points or something each. If they're not doing that, then you haven't got it. We didn't get any decisives, didn't get no decisives, didn't keep a clean sheet, and Darlington did get a goal assist, if I remember correctly. Yeah, goal assist, so he went ahead and got us something. But even if I had took out Derek Etienne and put in who's the lowest scoring, let's say Raheem or something like that, I still wouldn't have come out. I would have needed to swap them around and get Matt and maybe keep a clean sheet. So I was never going to get anything in the MLS, but that's just where I am with that one. Where we are for this game week and who I put forward, I've only gone ahead. I didn't actually want to put a limited team. I'll be honest, I was at work, thought to myself, okay, I need to take the limited out. I was super busy at work, forgot to take it out, so now I've got them in. I'll be watching that match in 5 minutes time. It's now 5 to 8 on Wednesday, so are we on Tuesday? Sorry, my apologies, Tuesday. So I'll be going down to watch the Liverpool match. Obviously they're playing, I know, tomorrow. But we've got Casemiro, Luka Modric, Ferland Mendy. We've got 2 players that are going to have DMPs. So again, I didn't want to put this in, but I have by mistake, so we'll just ride that wave. Common, I could have gone for a full Liverpool stack. I went for Alisson, Trent, Virgil. Let's hope they all play. It is a second leg, so no doubt they will be playing. And then we've got Gustavo as a striker. He's actually been playing pretty well recently, so I've got him in. And then I've got this new player, as I mentioned, that I only got within the last week or so. As I said, hopefully he'll come up trumps. I think it's for CA River Plate. He's got really nice scores. So again, just change up. Sometimes I just put different comments in just to change it up, just so it's not the same players always. So we'll see what comes of this at the moment. Again, it'll only be common. Where we are with the teams that we're going to be putting forward, moving forwards, as I say, if we go into here now and quickly bring this up 1 second and go into my saved lineups. I do actually do this all the time, guys. Use my lineup builder, saved lineups, SO5 results. I check this all the time. I just don't actually do it when we do the videos. I just don't show you that, probably because this screen's always in the way, so I don't do it. But I do actually, because I think some of you said you should go ahead and use it. So we've got Champion America, sorry. So we've gone with this squad here. Again, we need to find if Matt Hedges is playing or not, and then obviously we'll do that in accordance. Again, I've already built them up, so I've gone through the percentages, most likely to win, lose, etc., and goals. So I've already gone through this. So we've got second place, first 10th. Matt Hedges, he plays for Dallas, and 4th against 12th, no doubt. Columbus here, 6th against 9th, 6th against 9th, and Raheem Edwards, which is LA, and they're in 3rd. So that one's going to be a bit of a tricky match, but he does always play, and no doubt, I think Derek Etienne Jr. has been on the subs the last couple of weeks, but because of poor performances, as I've shown you, but the fact that he got an assist or a goal or something, so he'll be no doubt in the starting lineup. He's now got probably rejuvenated confidence, and I just hope he goes on a bit of a spree now for a few games. This is what I need your help with, guys. So with this here, Diego Rubio that we brought in to replace Raheem Edwards, which eventually we are going to be selling when I see his price is at a good point. I'll sell him on. But it's coming that I think is that too many yellows? Is suspended or something? So we need to find out sort of what's happening with Diego Rubio, whether or not he will be playing. If he isn't, then obviously we'll keep Raheem Edwards in, and then we'll take Diego out and we'll put somebody else in. I have 2 or 3 other strikers, not as good, but I'll put them in just to make up the numbers essentially. So this is where we're at the moment. Champion Europe. Do you see any problems with this team? Obviously, got Hoffenheim against Leverkusen there. We've got 8th versus 3rd. I mean, it's just conceded 3 goals. I mean, they don't have the best defence in the world, but they don't have the worst. So, I mean, it's a hard one to really predict. We've gone for the full Real Madrid squad, but it's whether or not with Real Madrid, obviously winning the title, etc., will they really need to field this squad, these players, you know, with Mendy having injuries previously, Luka Modric not playing 90 minutes on every single game and obviously getting playing in the main games, Casemiro getting suspended, coming back in. So it's like, do you think this is Mounier? I have no doubt, I've not heard anything, and he plays every single game, always. So I have no doubt that he'll go on. In fact, he's like my most consistent player for the Champion Europe squad. So do you think this is a sort of a good team to put in? Shall I take one of the midfielders out, like someone who may not play, like Modric, and put Kramaric in and hope that because they've both got decisives, that I've got a better chance of doing that, and then stick, instead of Kramaric, stick Modric in here? In terms of this squad here, is there anything that you see spots out? Obviously with this team, you know, 14th v 9, again 8th versus 3rd. I mean, this one's not a bad lineup, 6 against 11th. Obviously, it doesn't like Diego will be playing at all, so we might have to just take him out. And again, Kramaric. So these are the teams that I've gone for at the moment. So you'll see it on here. If I click on, again, we can change this closer to it. I'm just showing you what I'm thinking at this point. It only took me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to have a quick look, put them in. I've done no research on them yet. Common squad, I get to finally put in my Lewandowski, so I'm happy. We've got Alisson against Tottenham, Trent against Tottenham. We've got Stuttgart versus Bayern. I know Bayern lost recently, and it was a big upset, but obviously they're back now, and even that game that they lost, I think 2-1, Lewandowski still scored in that game, still got a decisive. So he's basically always gets an assist or goal virtually every single match. So he's just a freak of nature, isn't he? So, and we've got this player in here. I could, as I said, swap these around. These are the goalkeepers that I've got, just so you can have a look now. You can have a bit of a list of sort of my gallery here. Pedro, Nicolas, Fabian, Unai, Simon. We've got some American players here like Joe Willis and Sean Johnson. Defenders, I could trade Van Dijk in for the ones that I've got games. Boubacar Kamara, who's actually been playing outstanding out of his skin recently for Marseille. So, you know, but Van Dijk is Van Dijk, you know, look at the scores, it's just the way it is. He's got better percentage. Nico Williams, brilliant. Hasn't been playing as good recently in recent weeks, but then first few weeks that I got him, every single week it seemed like he was getting a decisive. In fact, I even started putting him in front of Trent, didn't I? Just because he was actually scoring more consistently. But now it's back to Trent scoring the goals. Going into sort of this spot here, which we'll do striker first, the striker spot. These are the strikers that I was talking about: Gustavo, Youssef, Dzeko, Brenner, Minamino. He needs to move on from Liverpool. He's never going to get game time, so we'll see what happens with his future. So Lewandowski is going in there. Midfield, I've got loads of midfielders. Again, I could swap this guy out here, who is my highest rated, most consistent, but then I've got people like Fabinho, who could go in there with a 9.5%. Anton Stack again at 9%. I've got some big boys at the top, you know, as I said here. We've got Dejord, Mihailovic, Mohamed Kamara. So if you see any of these midfielders here that you're thinking, actually, they've got this particular game week, you know, brilliant, just let me know and I'll sort of swap it round. I've just gone in with what I do. Then from the extra person, again, I have the pick of the bunch. Trent, again, it's one of them, you know. I mean, it's going to be a difficult one because Liverpool need to start their best players at all times if they want to win the league. They need Man City to sort of draw or lose, and Liverpool will have to sort of essentially win every match. So they're going to be playing the top players, and they have to play out the skin, they have to get decisives. So it's kind of you know, it's a bit of a tricky one. If we come out of here now, and just to show you quickly again the teams that I've got for the limited, I've already gone through this, but just to kind of show you how they are on the stat wise, we've got the American squad here, we've got Champion Europe going here, and we have All-Star going here as well. So again, I can chop and change any of this. Where we are with the club and what we're going to be doing is I'm waiting until the Premier League, or essentially the European leagues, you know, Serie A, Bundesliga, etc. Wait till everything's finished. Once they're all finished in the coming weeks, Champions League's over and done with, the players no doubt are going to drop again. They're going to plummet even further. If we think they're at an all-time low now, and they are, they're going to go, I believe, personally, I believe they're going to go that one step. It might be an extra £5, £10, some case might be 20, 30 quid. We don't know, depending on the player, but I think they're going to drop. When I see they're at an all-time low and I think, nah, this is crazy, they have to spike now, that's when I will interject the money, that's when I'll get the players. What I really want to do, if I can do it, is by sort of August, September, when everything restarts, I'd love to have a full Champion Europe competitive squad, a challenger. What I want to do with my challenger, just to let you know, or all-star, I'll depends how I do it, is I'd like to go and I'll just change it up. I want to have one team and they have to be older than, let's say, 30 or 32 years old, or they have to be older than 33 or 34, up to 40. Goalkeeper to striker, the whole 5 team. So you pick 5 players that have to be, maybe we'll do All-Star, or we'll do Challenger, whatever you want. I'll let you guys, your community, you decide in the comments which one should I go in with. I'm thinking Challenger. My head's going Challenger for some reason. So Asia, we could do something like that. We'll pick players that are 32, 33, going up to say 40. We'll pick 5 players. We'll play them every single week. We might get subs for them, so we'll try and find it out, because you can get quality players that are of a certain age. For example, if I go to Scout Player Finder, I'm literally just putting in anything. We can do it from the Sorare or here. We'll go. It doesn't really matter. All leagues for now, all positions. Let's just go a forward. Let's go. He goes players 10 out of 15. Filter, floor price. Again, you can do this systematically where I can find out the age of everybody, but I'm just giving you another one now. So let's just think of somebody that's I mean, all these people up to now are 21, doesn't really matter, but there's one. I mean, £42.50, Erin Sahari, forward, 34 years old. But what I would be doing is looking at players that are around that age. Could be, as I said, I want to make sure that the score, like a Modric, hypothetically, but half the price. Modric normally goes for £100 plus. If I can get a player of similar ilk, but for half the price, so I can build a squad for 200 quid, full of players that are a bunch of has-beens, but they still consistently score high. I mean, what was that? Do you remember that? There was a player, was it Pedro, not Pedro Gales? There was a player that I've got in my commons. I'm just trying to think of him now. You'll probably remember, and I said, this is a player that I'm thinking about getting. Let me just go to my common. He'll stick out like a sore thumb. Again, this player scores reasonably well, yet he's actually mid-30s. Where is he? He's just hiding amongst all the... Lucas Biglia. There we go. He's 35 years old, so he'll be close to 36. If we have a quick click on him, I mean, he's just a perfect thing. 76, 56, 71, 58. I mean, these aren't crap scores. These are pretty decent. Obviously, you can't get score decent every time. Now, I could basically go in with a squad that potentially has, each player has a potential to get something like this. 55 to 75 points. They're that good. They're just hidden gems. We'll get them, stick them in, and that'll just be like a rotation, just to add a bit of fun to it, sort of see how the old dogs do. So like a road to glory, and see how many rewards we can pick up with them. I think it'll just be fun. So I want to join everything barring under 23s. Every competition, I want to have a lineup that actually competes. I know the Champion Europe will take up majority of my half my budget. The other half can divide it between what I want. That's what I want to do. I want to enter more leagues and more things. So that's where we're going with that anyway. I did say that I was going to look at somebody's... the match started 10 minutes ago, guys, so I'm going to have to shoot now. But real quick, I did say I was going to discuss somebody's club in depth, which I will do on the next one, because when we go to the rewards on this one, I only have commons. I'm not going to get out from that all-star anyway, am I? So the person that I'm going to be doing it with was the first person that commented, which was on the last video. I believe it was actually... Oh, it was between Joe Juicy on here, AC2EC. You're in the chat, the Discord, and then there's David Reed. What we'll do is we'll do 1 week with Joe, and we'll do 1 week with David, and we'll do them 2 weeks. So I'll do one with one, and I'll do one with another. If you also want your name, you want me to look at your club and go through everything, that's absolutely fine. But the next couple of weeks are going to be these chaps. They are in the Discord. They are always there, always commenting. So it's only right that, you know, they do give us a lot of time. They do input. They do always comment. They do always like. So I'm going to be true to you guys first and foremost. But anyone else after that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it. Talking about the Discord real quick, guys. The Discord's getting better. It only started with obviously 1 or 2 people joining, and then we had 3 or 4 people. I think we've got probably 5 or 6 people now. It might not seem like an awful lot, but honestly, you only need half a dozen people firing questions, helping each other, and you get a really, really nice sort of vibe. Go into there. Go into the bottom of this link, or in any video recently that you'll see, I'll have the link to the Discord. Click on it. Get in there. Get amongst it. Ask all the questions you want. So they're really, really cool bunch of guys. As I said, I wish I could spend more time in the Discord, but obviously, as I said, it's not me to go in there and hog it and try and get limelight. I'm there to basically learn from you guys as well, and hopefully you'll learn from me if I input and I say stuff. So if I've missed anything out, I do apologise, but we're going to call it there. I got Lewandowski. That's the main thing. That's what I'm happy about, so we're going to go. We really do want to push for this, guys. Honestly, I want between now and August, September, let's try and keep getting this. If you know anyone that wants to join, jump in. As I said, you do it at your own risk, but if you want support, you want help, the Discord's there. I'm here. There's tons of YouTube videos. We're all here, and it's a nice community. So let's keep pushing it together. I hope you have a cracking... I hope you did have a cracking weekend. Good game weeks. I know in the Discord I saw some dodgy scores going off. DMPs galore at the moment. But like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you need anything, come and shoot me up in the comments in the Discord. Your boy. Love you all. Peace out.